We start with the biggest story developing in India and the latest on the Farrukhabad tragedy. Now the district hospital doctors have called a strike demanding a withdrawal of the first information report. The strike comes after as many as 49 infants died in the last 30 days at the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital in Uttar Pradesh's Farrukhabad district due to lack of oxygen and shortage of medicines. The chief medical officer and Farrukhabad district magistrate, they both have been removed from their posts. The deaths were reported from the period between July 20th to 21st of August. Soon after the deaths were reported, an FIR was lodged against the chief medical officer, the chief medical superintendent and the doctors at the hospital. The accused officers have been booked under the Indian Penal Code, sections 176, omission to give notice or information to public servant by person legally bound to give it, Section 188, disobedience to order duly promulgated by public servant, and Section 304, which pertains to punishment for culpable homicide not amounting to murder. While 19 babies are believed to have died at the time of delivery, 30 others lost their lives while undergoing treatment in the newborn care unit. The district administration submitted a report following a preliminary investigation into the matter. Remember, last month, 62 children died in the state-run Baba Raghav Das, or the BRD Medical College Hospital, again in Uttar Pradesh, in the Gorakhpur district, due to alleged shortage of oxygen.
एक अभियोग पंजीकृत हुआ है जो अभी कुछ बच्चे जो नवजात शिशु थे उनकी डेथ के बारे में कोई जांच हुई है। उस संबंध में उन्होंने जांच करके मुकदमा पंजीकृत कराया है। इसमें सीएमओ, सीएमएस और कुछ डॉक्टर्स के खिलाफ है और इसमें 176, 188 और 304 आईपीसी के अंतर्गत मुकदमा कायम है। इसमें जो उनकी जांच आख्या है प्लस जो भी पुलिस को और साक्ष्य मिलेंगे उसके आधार पर कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
If you want to provide quality and safety, 85% should be your bed occupancy. If your occupancy is going to be more than 100%, more and more people are going to die, they are going to end up into a disability, readmission rates will be higher. So therefore, it is the duty of the government to see to it.
Is this the manner and fashion we are going to treat the future of this country? It could be a mere statistics for BJP government. But please go and ask those who have lost their newborn babies. When will Modi ji wake up? And when will responsibility of chief ministers and health ministers?
In fact, joining me live from the newsroom is WION's correspondent Raghavendra Rao. Raghavendra, thanks so much for joining us. This is absolutely sad, a sorry state of affairs. On the one hand, we are reporting that 49 infants have died in the past 30 days in Farrukhabad. And now we're getting reports that doctors are objecting to the filing of an FIR and they've all gone on a strike.
Indeed, Sana, and these are very shocking details which are coming in from Farrukhabad. First of all, the very fact that so many children have died over a month-long period, this took so much of a time to come to notice. That is appalling in itself. I mean, it's after a long time that, these deaths have been noticed and somebody has actually, raised the red flag that probably something is wrong at the hospital. The fact that, the district authorities, the district collector, when he went to this hospital, he was not able to ascertain the actual number of deaths because he did not find any of the hospital staff there. So that goes on to reflect the appalling, state of affairs there. But yes, after Gorakhpur, this is another tragedy of epic proportions, so to say, because small children, have died, and the reasons which are now being attributed to these deaths are more or less what was said at the time of the Gorakhpur tragedy, that is lack of oxygen. And if that indeed is the case, the Yogi Adityanath government indeed has much explaining to do.
Absolutely. In fact, what we've heard right now is that the Chief Minister has taken cognizance of the matter and an inquiry is being conducted. But Raghavendra, is that enough? While, we see this political blame game coming out in these cases, we saw it last in Gorakhpur and we're seeing a replay of exactly that right now. But no concrete answers, nothing specific as to whether strictest possible action will be taken against those who are responsible and to prevent a repeat of these cases.
Well, totally. And, the fact that every time an incident like this comes to notice, those are, just followed by knee-jerk reactions like ordering a probe or an inquiry or, just making the right noises about we will get it investigated, we will fix the blame, heads will roll. nothing really comes out of it. Even the Gorakhpur tragedy, it dominated headlines for a long time, but slowly, the matter just petered off. And now we have another similar tragedy unfolding just 400 odd kilometers away from Gorakhpur. In fact, 400 odd kilometers away from the national capital itself. And the fact that such a tragedy has happened over a month-long period. So many children have lost their lives, ostensibly because of want of oxygen. It's criminal, I mean, to say the least. And the fact that none of these inquiries are, they don't appear to be heading anywhere, and no responsibility is being fixed, neither much corrective measures are being taken, and even if they are being taken, they don't seem to be visible. So yes, there are a lot of gaps, and a lot of answering needs to be done, because these are questions which are going to haunt these state governments. These are not going to go away in a jiffy.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for the moment, Raghavendra, for joining us with the latest and a perspective on the story that we're tracking.